cycle breakers and barrier breakers alike, welcome to the Fuck That Bullshit podcast, where we advocate, educate, motivate, and create a safe space for you to embrace the mental wealth of marginalized and disenfranchised communities. We are serving no bullshit knowledge, tools, strategies, and insights. And yes, we will be entertaining. Our goal each episode is for you to leave feeling empowered, ready to take action and make meaningful choices that pave the way to your abundant mental wealth. So enjoy, like, subscribe, share, and discuss. Make sure you save it too, just in case you want to look back at it and get some more tips and things. The PTBS podcast is for education, empowerment, and inspiration. It is not a substitute for therapy or professional mental health care. If you're in need of additional support, please reach out to a licensed mental health provider. Warning: the Fuck That Bullshit podcast is intended for mature audiences only. This podcast contains raw, unfiltered conversations about mental health, social issues, and breaking generational cycles. We keep it real, unapologetic, and explicit because healing and empowerment require honesty. We're going to have strong language and adult themes, unfiltered discussions on race, identity, and mental wealth, challenging bullshit narratives without censorship. So if you're easily offended, this might not be for you, and it's definitely not for kids. But if you're ready for bold, barrier-breaking conversations that empower, educate, and entertain, tap in and let's fuck that bullshit together. Let's go. Hey.
Yeah, what it is.
Fuck that bullshit.
Yeah, that's right. We in here.
That sounds back.
Yeah.
And it's daylight savings time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all sleepy or y'all not sleepy? Y'all.
Yeah. I'm tired of shit. I'm like, damn, but I can lay down.
I feel like when we was younger, it didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But now we all like, what time it is? Time to go to bed yet? Like
that just means, yeah.
So that's horrible. So today's
that was just the extra hour for us to hang out in the street.
I know that's right. So if y'all's been paying attention, guys, today we is talking about relationships and monies. Is the 50-50 bullshit or no bullshit? Mm-hmm. I ain't been seeing too many comments happening in the social media on it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hopefully after this show they talk a little bit more and all that good stuff. So but what y'all think first? Like what side you on?
I'm on the side of 50-50.
On the side of 50-50? All right.
Yeah. Wow. If all the money that comes in the house should go to the house. Do what you want with your little piece. I do what I want with my little piece, but our bread should be combined,
Okay. What you think, Big Fred? Oh, is he frozen?
He looked frozen. Looked like
no. Fred is froze. You got no sound effects for that?
What's that?
I like that one. So until Fred get unfrozen, I am. There goes. Fred was frozen.
All right, I'm back.
Sound effects for you. Yeah.
Am I frozen?
Yeah, you're not frozen now. You
okay.
You can still hear us?
All right. Yeah, I don't know what was happening.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
They're messing with our internet. They're messing with our internet because we're telling the truth.
That's right. We done got tariffed.
Yes. So Fred, I was asking, like, what's your thoughts on 50-50? Is it bullshit or no bullshit?
On 50-50? No, I think 50-50 is no bullshit. I mean, I feel like it was a time where you could just go 100% and everything would be straight, but now, no, man. People making more money than they ever made in their lives, and 77% of Americans are still living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know this is a crazy opinion for a girl, but like, yeah, 50-50. Um, or however it work in your household, 125,
Right.
like whatever it is for you, because like again, we don't live in a time where I don't think I don't unless you really balling out of control, like
Right.
that would be very difficult to do in this time.
Right. And that's the key thing. Like you see the clips in the little podcast, people talk about that shit. And it's I always wonder like where that dude work at? Where
Right.
does he work?
Yeah.
You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Because I don't know nobody that can afford all of the bills and all the house, and then you 100% spend all your money on something else. Now, if you're not, and with people that like you got a working spouse, one person working, one person not working, the other
Right.
person is taking care of things in the house. That's still 50-50. You know
It
what
is.
I'm saying?
And I'm glad you said that.
Yeah,
I'm glad you
that's
said
still
that.
50-50
Because
because I
provision
hear
don't mean money.
exactly because I've heard because I asked a few people and they was
Mhm.
like, well, we do that now because I'm working. When I wasn't working, no, he was paying all the bills. I'm like, you focused on the wrong piece. What were you doing while he was paying all? Well, I kept the house up and took
Right.
care of our kids. That's still
Right.
50-50. So then you are down with 50-50.
50.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
So it's
they'll
about that
say,
same type of
and they've said, I don't like it. Like, I don't like it. I think my money should be my money and his money should go to the bill. I said, good luck with that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Good luck with that
And I
shit.
think I have a lot of trouble
Yeah.
figuring, like understanding the concept of his money is the house money and my money is my money. Like I say, when it was a time where women were, and we talked yesterday about like, when Mimi and Papa, like
Right.
she ain't had no choice, but like she couldn't get in the workforce. Like that was
Right.
the time, you know what I'm saying? Like she did a little
Hmm.
babysitting stuff, whatever,
Yeah.
and all that. She made a little hustle money,
Yeah.
sell Tupperware, all that kind of
Right.
stuff,
Yeah, I
right?
remember that type
But
of
like as far as being able to get out of the house, they like Mimi ain't even had no driver's license.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like
No,
women were
she
not
couldn't
out
even
there
drive.
like right. So like you said, it's still 50-50 with finances being mostly his thing, right? And
Right.
Papa came in, gave her the money, went to the den. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But
Exactly.
he didn't have to
Yeah.
worry about the rest of the stuff.
Hmm.
But my
Yeah.
issue with the 50-50 thing, or not, or the 100 thing is we are in the workforce. We are able to work. We're able to be out there and do the thing, right? And all
Right.
that. So should not there be a change in the mentality of that? Because that like you should not be able, and we teach our kids that you can't live for free. We
Right.
teach our kids
Exactly.
that,
Yeah.
right? Like maybe
Yeah.
you have to make your way and all that. And how do I teach my daughter? Okay, baby, you still got to get out there and get it, take care of your business. You gotta, learn how to take care of yourself. Except when you get a man, no, it's
Right.
different.
Once you get a
Right.
man, and girl, you ain't
You
got to
ain't
worry
gotta
about
do
that.
shit no more.
Hey,
He
hey,
got
What's
it.
the
it
motivator,
does
right?
that.
Yeah.
And
But
stuff.
I
So
mean, but the whole 50-50 thing is skewed anyway, because you hear a lot of them, like you say, on the internet and stuff, talking about, my money is my money, his money is the bill money. But then
Right.
they want his money to be the everything money, the we
Right.
go on vacation money, the
Hmm.
you pay to go out to eat money.
Right.
Like, what are you doing with your money?
With your
Like,
money,
okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna get your nails done. How much that costs? $100 something for a full set for a mani and a pedi. Get your
Right.
hair done. That depending on your hairstyle, that might be $100 to
Depending, right?
$400,
Yeah.
depending
Right.
on how you do it. But yeah, it's like you want his money to be the everything money,
Right.
and then you on his ass if he say, "Hey, babe, can you catch the light bill?
Right.
And then you like, you the man, you supposed to protect, you supposed to provide.
Right.
That's cute when it's convenient.
Right.
But
Right. Yeah, if you got JC
when you
money,
by yourself,
sure.
Right.
Exactly. But if you living by yourself, you paying 100% of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's on both
ends. I'm saying, hey, babe, I'm gonna come in. Yeah, let me pay half. Let me take half of that off your plate. But that's not good enough. Then you know what? I'm gonna leave you alone because I was paying 100% everything I had anyway.
Right.
So I'm gonna go back and pay my 100%. You pay your 100% and let me know how that work out for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's exactly what they said. Like that. And that's one of the. I don't even need to play the video now because that's what you said. Because that's what they said in that too. But
yeah, I mean, hey, 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing.
Of nothing. Right.
Right.
You know. So, but I think the concept that people come up with, the meaning behind it, right? Because the mechanics of it, the finances of it, in theory, like we're talking about, like the facts of it, right? Those are the facts. But it's the fact that the money equals power control.
Does it though?
That's how they acting.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, because you know what? Yeah, because I've heard that. I think it was a clip. I think it was a clip you sent, Fred.
Okay. Let me check one of these clips and see.
All right.
I don't know which one I'm gonna hit. I'm just gonna hit one.
Yeah, just roll the dice.
A man is supposed to be a provider. If you're splitting bills 50-50 with your man and y'all live together, that is not your man. He's your roommate. These men want women to be submissive, but they aren't handling their responsibilities as a man. Dudes have women carrying so much weight, then wonder why she's always in her masculine energy. Truth be told, she feels like the man in the relationship. She can't depend on you to get it done. Real men protect, provide, and lead. Period.
So, money as a representation.
You know what? I hate that dude. I hate that dude.
Of manhood. Money is a representation of protecting and providing. Like cash is the only way to do that.
Right. He sounds like a simp. In the words of my man Miller, pack him up, pack his muscular ass up. And that sounds. But the whole thing. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fred.
Okay, first of all, what dudes are he talking about? Who are you talking about?
Okay.
Are you just generalize? So are you saying every man out there that can't do everything that your grandfather and your great grandfather did is that's a roommate?
Right.
Okay. Second of all, that provide, protect, lead. Okay, I'm so tired of hearing that because men use it when they trying to dog other men, saying if your man ain't paying 100%, your man ain't shit.
Right.
How am I not shit when I'm handling my business?
Right.
Trust me, if I could do every single solitary thing, I would.
You would.
No questions asked.
Right.
I would. Any man would.
Right.
Not just me. Any man would.
Right.
You know, because we want y'all as women to go out and say, hell, my man take care of everything.
Right.
He pay all the bills, he pay the mortgage. He built me a she shed in the backyard.
Right.
We want that.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. Men, we by nature we want to be the hero. You know what I mean? We want to be the hero of the story. Like we want to take care of everything and do everything. But that's simping ass nigga. That's a simp shit. And it really, a man should be a provider, a protector, and all that. That's bullshit. That's to the fact that he had to minimize men to make his point. And that's why I'm calling him a simp. I get what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
I 99.9% believe that's not how he living in his life. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
That or he's single.
No,
You know
hell
what I'm
no.
saying? That his ass is single.
Right.
Because it's not again, it's not realistic. And that's a fantasy lifestyle. Because even the fact that he's sitting up in the gym doing TikTok videos tell me he's not right. He's not a millionaire. Which means he can do all those things he say he would do or men should do, but that nigga still doing it on a budget. Which means he can only do so much. So if that woman would have to move in with him so that his finances doesn't change too much. She say she want a she shed or whatever. He can't do it. He can't provide all those things he pretended like he can provide. That's what I mean when I say it's a fantasy. Because even for ladies to say you should be doing everything. Well, what the hell is everything? Everything is everything that woman can think of. So you need this unlimited amount of money, this unlimited amount of resources, and that's not realistic for the average human being, you know?
Real talk.
No.
Real talk. You know. Something else
because the men that can do that, realistically already got a woman.
That or their asses ain't on TikTok talking about it, you know?
Exactly.
No, I mean that's for real.
Like they're already scooped up. They already with somebody.
Exactly.
It's only 1% or 1% of them dudes out there, and they all go.
Right.
They already swooped up. And even if they hook up with the chick that's looking for the unicorn, they're not leaving their number one woman.
They sure not.
And she ain't leaving him.
Right. You may get that shut up money, but you ain't gonna get what you think you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh, that's your roommate. Shit.
Gosh. So like and it's cool, and I'm glad we're doing this because I think it needs to be said and known more because men seem to be saying they want the 50-50 versus women saying I want the 100, but they are the opposite opinions as well, right? And it's something with like you just said, Fred. Like if you could, yeah, absolutely. Right. I want to do that for you, baby. But we're living like that, you know?
Right.
It's,
right.
So here's the other one. What's the other one I saw?
My thing is with this, I pay all the bills by myself. Now I got a woman that moves in. It's not like I'm signing up for this burden. She's going to take something off me, or I don't want her. She's going to buy the detergent or whatever she do with her little money. So I mean, it might be petty
but a lot of women don't even believe that. You have a joint card. They're going shopping. It's still coming out of your account.
So that's my issue. If I'm paying all the bills and I get a woman and she come in this house and now her life has changed, she has no bills. She should want to make my life easier. And if she's not about that, she's not the woman for me.
He's 100% correct. But I will tell you, most men don't have the ability to communicate prior to any relationship on how tradition is going to work for you. Your money goes to this, my money goes to this. A woman needs to contribute to the household. And it's not just with labor, it's with money.
Well, I'm with him because for real, if your money ain't your money, it's our money now, and it's the same thing with my money. If nothing, like I've heard people say, like household is like a business. In some ways, it is, especially from a monetary standpoint. So I'm not gonna build a business, then say you ain't got to put no money in, but it's your business too.
Right?
No, you know what I'm saying? That's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like we go from the $300,000 house to the $1 million house. I'm gonna start treating you like, no, this is my shit, because you haven't invested shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you that type that's saying like, I'm not getting no dish detergent or nothing. Nah, nah.
Yeah. And that I can't even imagine myself. And that's why I say it starts turning into a power control dynamic, right? Because I mean, we even tell our kids, you don't pay no bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't paying no bills, then you don't get I'll listen to what you gotta say, but you ain't making no major decisions.
Right.
Which is
Right.
more than what our parents did. Who's like, I ain't even listening to what you got to say, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we broke some cycles, but still, you can't make a decision, right? Because you got to contribute to a thing in order to have, power in it, right?
Right.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so that's part of the thing that the old school thing as well is that if Mimi was doing her making her contribution through labor in the household, right? And Papa was doing what he needed to do as far as finances and all that.
Right.
And I'm gonna play this clip next. So some would say Mimi didn't have any power or control, but she controlled that household and everything that
100.
happened in it.
No,
100.
he would.
But that's
would
a
tell
that's a
you. He would. Yeah.
yeah, but
Go
that's a
ahead, go
both
ahead.
in respect thing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like what a lot of these talking heads is missing is the respect factor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you don't have to if you taking care of the house and I'm bringing the money in, then you taking care of the house and I'm bringing the money in, which means I'm gonna respect your clean. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna come up there and acting like a Neanderthal and kick my shoes off and be like, "Bitch, bring me an ashtray." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It has to be a respect. There has to be that respect there. And it's crazy though how they leave out the emotional connection or the love or the
right
for the couple. It's just about money or it's just about
Money.
and I guess that's why that shit always sounds so foreign to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I did that. Like I was working and for a while my wife wasn't working. But damn it, that was still our house because she took care of the house. I went to work and look, and I was still taking care of the house because ain't nobody else gonna cut my grass but me. I love cutting my grass, so I'm gonna cut the grass. Oh yeah, that's my thing, man. I pop them headphones on. I'm in the zone.
That's what's up.
I stand there, would put my hands on my hip, a fist hand, not an open hand, and let my cape blow in the wind and be like, look at this damn grass. Neighbors come around and like, oh, that grass, that's a beautiful lawn, But I still did my part, even, you know what I'm saying, Thanksgiving. I'm cleaning the kitchen because don't nobody want that. Nobody want that.
Nobody want that, no.
But I still did my part around the house. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was the only one working at the time. You know what I mean? Right. But that's love and respect. But it's like these idiots take out the love, the respect, the admiration you have for your spouse and just be like, oh, you got to bring some money. It's just becomes about money. And it seems like I hear that from the men and the women on that shit.
Yeah. And maybe that's the difference in the dynamic now is that like the other components don't matter. Right. And they absolutely
they've made it all. Yeah, they've made it all like 100% monetary. Like if you're not bringing cash to the table, we don't even want to talk. Like you said, Shirley she wasn't, she didn't work. She had a little babysitting stuff. She sold. I forgot about the Tupperware, but she did that too. But she tell you he was the man of the house.
That's right.
The final decision came down to him. If it had anything to do with like you need this, you need that, he would automatically go talk to your grandmother. She handles all of that.
Right. Yeah.
In control of that. And like you say, he never disrespected her clean.
Right.
Like
exactly.
He came in there, he put his stuff where it was supposed to go. He did all that. And now it's just like, oh, I make more than you, so I get to make the rules. No.
Yep. Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of insecure ass people. I don't know, because it's like these little chicks keep trying to come up with new ways to hope. And that's how I'm gonna give Hoeing a new title. Yeah. Because it's like I want to do the minimum and receive the maximum.
But you know
what I mean?
Go ahead.
No, that was it. That was it. And then that shit wild, because and that's exactly what it's like. Shit. Change the name to Willie Dynamite. Just treat him as such,
got him like that. Yeah.
All right.
But
and this is, I feel like, a really important message to get out to men.
Oh,
Oh,
you were saying something, Fred? You just...
I'm
Oh
sorry,
no,
Fred. You saying something?
go ahead, run it, because
And
it's
this
gonna
is,
tie
I
in
feel
with
like, a
this
really
clip.
important. And this is, I feel like, a really important message to get out to men, because I do believe that a lot of men have the perspective that you have, which is bring that 50. And I think men have to understand what that means and what you get when you expect a woman to bring 50%. Like, I can bring 50.
Yeah.
And I know women who can bring 60, 70.
Okay.
Okay. But as a man, do you really want what 50 plus brings? Because 50 plus brings a lot of energy. It doesn't bring neck energy. It's bringing head energy. And so when we talk about women being the neck, men being the head, right? Like it's bringing more head energy. And so understand that, right? If you want a woman to bring the table and then some to the table, you get what you pay for, literally.
That is true.
Nah. She sounds, it's a pretty chocolate woman though, but I'll
Man,
just,
she is a pretty chocolate woman. She is.
it sure is.
Yeah.
But all she gonna get is
Oh,
divorced. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
the whole thing, because and that's what I'm like. When is it okay to bully? Like, I bring
Right.
more than you, bitch. You bring me an ashtray. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mhm.
nobody's going for that shit. Nobody's
Right.
gonna go for that shit, man or woman. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Oh, it bring neck energy. Yeah, I'm a punch in your neck. Don't beat women. Don't put your hands on women. That's some
Put your
whole
hands on
ass
women.
shit to
Don't
do.
put your hands on no
But
damn body.
no, yeah,
You know what I'm
nobody,
saying?
nobody.
I
But
think
okay.
when I look at that though, I think about, because they do say, okay, the man is the head and the woman is the neck, right?
yeah, that's fun. I never heard that before. I never heard
Yeah.
that.
You know where I heard that at?
Mm.
My big fat Greek wedding.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's the first time I ever
Yeah,
heard that. I was like, okay, that
I
makes a
never
little sense,
watched
right?
that.
Me
You
either.
I
know,
never watched that.
it's super funny. But it's a matter of, because again, it's a team effort, right? Because if you ain't got no neck, you
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's how we keep our head on the swivel, because we got a neck, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I love ours, and it can turn it all the way around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So being able, so her being there to be that guide and help you go in the right direction, be your helpmate, you know, like all that good stuff, right? But again, it's about the partnership.
Right.
Partnership. Now, what I was wondering while I was watching that was, why do we have that mentality and that dynamic of, you know, if I'm paying more, then I need to be more of the head, right?
Right.
And I do think definitely one is black people and white people operate a little different. The views we see with the images that we see, even just media, whatever, with most white people, and the 100 and the 100 dynamic, right?
Right.
Is him being controlling and telling her what to do, and you could do this, you could do that, right?
Right.
Our image that we see is Mimi and Papa, the respect factor.
Right.
Right. And I think there's a difference in how they look at that. So maybe since we'd have made some come up and, intertwined our things with other folks and all that, maybe we're adopting some of these mentalities that we don't understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
makes sense
That
too.
makes
That
sense,
makes sense.
right? That just
Because
came. I ain't thinking of it
right.
that before. I'm
Right.
like, well, what's the
Right.
difference? Like, what's the
Because
difference?
when you look at like as soon as black folks get money, we
Right.
start to do a image, our image, our own version
Right.
of the white thing. And then
Right.
we start getting our image, our own version of the white expectation and how we should treat other people based on the way they treat other people.
Exactly.
And not even, and like, it's never everybody's just the ones that do
Right.
on that image. Like, we'll eat caviar and
Mhm.
unnecessarily get dressed up. Yeah, you know what? That make a lot of sense. That make a lot of sense. Yeah. That was good. That was good. That was good.
Yeah. So I think that's one thing, but I also think a second dynamic is it's systemically related, right?
Mhm.
And the breakup of our family, right? And so you got all these women who have to learn how to raise these babies by themselves because men couldn't be
Right.
in the house and in order for them to do their thing, right? Because that was the breakdown for that thing too, because men were taking care of their households,
Right.
and when they could not get work and could not, be able to provide in that financial way, then welfare system, and then welfare
Right.
say he can't be up in here though, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
all that. And so progressively taking care of the thing, we start blaming the black man rather than seeing it as a system issue. We just starting to figure that part out, right?
Right.
And all that. Um, and so then we talk about women operating in their masculine energy, right? And starting to having to take care of all the things because the man wouldn't. Um, then you got a man who is highly disenfranchised and thrown to the side and disrespected and not acknowledged and all that, and that leads into some men who do turn into bums or don't take care of. They give up, basically. They give up, right? And men who give up can't give what they ain't got to their sons, right? And
Right.
so now we see this progressiveness of like, you know, for lack of better words, ain't shit niggas, right? And so,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and I think as women have started to make their come up, especially black women making their come up, we get our degrees and we think we know everything, and so we start taking care of the business and all that, and now we can bring things to the table, right? But since we have felt powerless for so long, and that switch in the family dynamic gave us a little too much oomph, right? And all that. And now we feel like, okay, we can bring something to the table. So that's got to mean something. That has to hold some value and some weight in the decision making. Because now to learn, I can make the decisions, et cetera, et cetera,
Right. Right.
You know.
Man,
You
I can
getting
see
deep
it.
one.
I can see you was getting deep. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, God damn, you done figured
Right.
the well, that's the end of the show,
That's
folks. You done
it.
figured the whole shit out. Good
But
luck
that's
out
a
of
matter of
that.
educating the people, right? Because it's not
Nah.
just the conversation ain't just about money. It's not just about the
Right.
dynamic between this couple. It's about all of it, right? Because I was gonna start the show and say, let me tell you what this is not. But it is. It's everything. It's
Right.
a conversation about money and how we decide to, contribute to our households in the society that we live in now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't like that mindset of and I fight this on every hand when people are like, but what about tradition? Tradition is great when it's
Yeah.
great, but it used to be
Right.
traditional to have a slave too. You
Exactly.
can't say,
Exactly. I mean, yeah,
because
all
well,
traditions
tell us
ain't
to the old times,
ain't
the good times.
necessary.
How good old times you want to get?
Yeah, exactly. What times are you talking about, sir?
It's giving,
Well,
it's giving Make America Great Again. When was
Exactly.
America
Right.
great?
Yep.
yeah.
Was it slavery? Was
Right.
it
You
like
talking about
what
when it
what
was great for you or when
what
it
was
was
great
great
for
for
you?
all
Like
of
for
us? You know
who
what
was
I'm
it
saying?
great for?
All
Right.
right.
And so same thing for this dynamic. Was it fantastic for the man to do 100% and the woman to do all the housework? I don't think that
Right.
was a great thing. I don't think it was a great thing.
No, because if you look at a lot of white households, like oh man, what was the name of that show? It was this TV show. It was based back in the looked like the 50s, and they about a bunch of businessmen. It's gonna come to me, but in that show, that working man and that household wife was a servant. She was not. She was zero
Thank
equal in that household.
thank you.
Because and it was almost like her duties weren't her duties, they were her chores. You know what I
Come
mean?
on.
It was, you have to get this
Have to
done
do this.
because
Right.
I'm the one that's providing for you. And it was the
Mhm.
reason why back, the further back you go into time, when that tradition was a tradition, those women in those abusive relationships were slow to leave those relationships because there was
There was
nowhere
nothing else
else for them to
to do.
go. Right.
There was nowhere
The
to go.
women's right movement actually fought against that type of bullshit because
Exactly.
women were fighting for 50-50. We want equal everything. We want equal pay,
Equal
which
pay,
means we
equal
are
rights,
prepared
equal
to
all the
pay
things. Yeah.
equal bills. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
And so
And
that's why I'm
mhm,
confused as
yeah,
women who are progressive. We are still talking about he needs to pay all the bills. That don't make
exactly.
sense. And what
Exactly.
are you supposed to be doing with your money?
Exactly. Go ahead, Fred. Fred got two fingers up like a player.
Okay, both of y'all was right. The feminist movement is what tipped black women over to the point where they are today. White women, like Brian said, was fighting for the right to get into the workforce, to be able to do this. They couldn't vote. They couldn't work. They couldn't, all they could do was just stay home and do their chores. That was it. That was all they did. Barefoot and pregnant. That was it. That was all they did.
That was their job. Yeah.
They couldn't do it by themselves. Black women have always worked. Even if they were slaves, they always worked. They worked.
So black women were the ones with the work experience. You know,
they was babysitters. They babysitted master children, badass kids. They without picking. Black women been working alongside their man their entire life. That's why
and
that
taking care of their
dynamic.
children at the same time.
Right.
That's why the black couple relationship was such a polar opposite from the white, because we didn't treat our women like that. Because we was both getting our ass kicked back in the day. So me and you was equals. We fought together. If my ass was gonna run, God damn it, you was running with me too. We're gonna both get our goddamn foot cut off when we get back to the slave camp.
Right.
White women couldn't do it by themselves. So they had to convince other women from other races, hey, you're getting oppressed too. Help us, we'll help you. Because if we get free, y'all get free. They got what they wanted. They cite black women and Asian women and all this other stuff. All these other people are thinking, oh, you need to do more, because they just wanted to get out in the work field. They wanted to just get out. They had no intentions on leaving their abusive ass husbands.
Right.
They had no intentions on. Other black women took it and they took it to a next level. Okay, so now if I get an education, I'm better than my man. Then let's look at, like what you said, no good ass niggas. All of a sudden, all the black men stuff, because they saw it. Even when they got their rights, we were still tight. We could be broke as all outdoors and still be the most tight-knit family in America. We used to be able to have your brother, your sister, your mama, your daddy. Everybody used to be able to still live in the same house. Now, we can't stand to live together because white America told us, as soon as your kids turn 18, kick their ass out. You did what you had to do. They got to go. And now it's like money. You got to have this. You got to have this. Oh, I need to make more than my man. A bachelor's degree used to mean something back in the day.
For real.
Everybody got a freaking bachelor's degree now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta get a freaking master's to even
and that's
be on an equal level.
You ain't gotta worry about that either, because master's degree is like getting like bachelor's. It's getting the same way.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then we as men, we started going to jail because we got to do what we got to do to try and take care of our families. Sometimes we're gonna do some.
A lot of that though was the school to prison pipeline though.
Yeah. Much of that is school to prison pipeline.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So the black women ended up raising all the kids by themselves. Like you said, we get back. Now I'm a felon. I can't vote.
You can't get no
job.
You can be president.
I can't get.
But you can't be president now.
I can't.
You're right.
You can't.
I can't.
But he can.
He can.
He can do anything.
I can't. I get one felon. My ass is done. I can't even run for city council.
I vote for you, Fred. I vote for you.
Tell you, boy. You got my vote.
Fred for president.
Yeah, so then it made women have to be the man of the house, the woman of the house. and all of that. So now they feel like, yeah, I've been doing this by myself forever, you know, and now you raising boys with no male role models around, no grandfather, no uncle, no daddy. Because if your daddy ain't there, your grandfathers and your uncles can fill in.
They should be. They're supposed
Mine's
to be
did a
there.
great job. Mine did a great job.
Yeah.
You know? And then my father came around. I felt like when I needed him to come around, you know, but yeah, both of y'all was 100% right. But when white women made everybody else feel like, oh, you need to go above and beyond after they got their shit, and then they left them out there in the dust. And now they talk about them like trash now. Oh, black women just can't get married. Look how ghetto they are. They always talk about. You never see a YouTube short where some white woman said, oh, I could do it all by myself. I don't need no man.
Right.
You never hear that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You won't. But that's why I feel like this crap too it's a play. You know what I mean? It's a play because for one, it always felt like it came out of nowhere. Like I'm like, where the hell did all of this shit come from? And why is it so popular? And why we're seeing it over and over and over again? Just like there's no such thing as a actual black record label. There's no such thing as an actual black social media platform. You know what I mean? So somebody's okay with it. That you know, somebody is absolutely okay with it. And I wish we quit falling for the okie doke because even if it's a ploy and it started, you know, from a let's screw over the relationship again, just like in slavery, let's fuck the family up again. And then the person that's getting paid to do it, they doing it for the money. But then you have average, everyday, the young lady working at Walmart, her man work at Lowe's, and she has that mentality, knowing goddamn well there's no way we could live like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like anything. Cross-color jeans was the shit. Spinning rims was the shit. We just jump on the fad way too fucking fast. You know what I'm saying? Because right now you look stupid as shit with some cross-color jeans hopping out a car with some spinning ass rims on it. But at one time you was the shit. You was the shit if you had these things. So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And of course, those people that are on these platforms and saying these things, either they got money. Or they just not living like that. And we'll find these total strangers that's basically saying, girl, I'm about to fuck your household up. And then we'll just jump on the bandwagon and go home and fuck our household up. You know what I mean? Yep. Right. But going back to something you said, Fred,
how many people I heard, you know how many people I heard quote Beyonce about that stupid single lady song? I'm like, y'all stupid. Right. She going home to her husband.
Exactly.
But she's telling you dumb mofos to be single.
Right.
Cardi B telling you to be single, but she going home to her cheap ass husband.
Exactly. Okay? Exactly. But going back to something you were saying before, Fred, when you were saying you know how white women, got with black women to push that narrative. That's 100% true too, because what they did was they attached the women's rights movement to the civil rights movement,
right?
To the point where they were pulling, and they did the same thing with Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter came out, started making changes, and here they come with the Me Too movement right up under. They ran the same narrative, but in the civil rights movement, once these ladies got their equal rights, they just broke off from those ladies, and I can 100% guarantee you that right now in America, white America that has either changed their mind, regret they vote, they're waiting on us to do something big.
Absolutely. And
save them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because
this time, we set the hell down.
Exactly. Because it's like, oh, they're going to go out there and they're going to protest and they're going to make a lot of noise and then things are going to start changing and then we'll benefit from it again. And then as soon as the next tyrant running for office and we think we can benefit,
Yeah.
We'll knock them again till we need them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But we
Exactly.
we got to understand our power. And ladies and men, simping ass men and delusional ladies. That 50-50 for real, unless you have that kind of money. If you
Right.
have that kind of money and you have that kind of relationship, because you could pay all the bills, but you still need that relationship where that woman is gonna respect you, not kiss your ass. Because I
Right.
remember Papa said that once. He said, "I don't care how much you love somebody,
Right.
you'll never respect them when they're kissing your ass."
That's
And you
right.
have to be that kind of man that's gonna respect that woman, even though you're the breadwinner from the
Mhm.
financial side. So
Right.
and again, like we
Yeah.
were saying, they never touch on that piece. It's just like, oh,
Right.
she gonna have head mentality. No, you're
Mhm.
just gonna be a single
Right.
woman. Go sing the
Exactly.
single lady song.
Thank
You
you,
know what I'm
because
We'll
I
keep
saying?
ain't
on
putting up
singing.
with this shit.
And you will be paying 100% of your bills then. You know?
Exactly. Exactly. And again, because like I'm an entrepreneur, right? And and got all of my intentions. That spiritually, I'm a millionaire already. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, like,
Right.
I don't know whether my man gonna be one or not, but like that don't mean, and he already said, like, I hate that you made more money than me, but gives me a challenge, make me want to be better, and
Right.
stuff like that. And when I asked him about this too, and he was like, yeah, I disagree with the 50-50. I was like, why? Because if I can, I will, like y'all said, right?
Right.
And all that. And I
Yeah.
believe in his last relationship, it was the same. Like he took care of the bills and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else I met around the same time I met him, he was like, yeah, because I took care of my wife, and I was like, where's all these 100% people coming from? I have never
Mm-hmm.
met one,
Right.
right?
Right.
And stuff like that. Maybe I don't run in the right circles. I don't know.
Right. And it
However, I
depends on the
also
household.
know, huh?
I said, I'm telling you, it depends on the bills and
It
house. When
depends
I
on the
first
household, right?
met Melissa, we had a conversation, and in my head, I'm thinking, damn, I can afford to pay 100% of the bills in this house. But you
Right.
know what? I was like, I'm coming in with 5 big ass sons. I was a single father,
See?
and you know what I mean. So, but that's what I'm saying. Anytime a man can,
They
he
usually
100%
will.
will. Yeah.
Right. Now, and that's what I wonder about a lot of people on the podcast too. Are you a man that can do it,
Mm,
and
mm,
then you still want her to pay 50%? Which is fine if that works for the dynamic that y'all agree on, right?
right.
And stuff. Because again, a lot of this has to do with your individual preference and all that kind of stuff. Because for me, even if my man could do 100%, I would feel totally weird not
Mm-hmm.
contributing to the okay,
Right.
cool, you pay 100% of household, I'm gonna take care of all the vacations then, like I'm
Right.
putting in something. Because like
Right.
I have the mentality, if you don't work you don't eat, right? And stuff. And why do I want all that heaviness on him? Why do I want him to be, you know um doing all that work, right? And
Right.
stuff like that. And if he's a person who is taking care of inside of the household stuff too.
Right. Right. Yep.
Right.
Because if
And then
that's his
installing
nature too,
dishwashers
like
and shit. Right.
so let's all do this together, right?
Yep.
But I don't like folding towels. You
Yeah.
fold the towels, I'll wash the dishes. So what is your preference at that point? So and I believe in percentages too. Like if I make 75%, like depending on what the incomes are, right? My last roommate that I had, we split the rent down the middle, but I made 3 times more than she made. So I was like, I'm gonna take this light bill
Right.
because that's gonna be about 300. You take that water bill because that's gonna be 100. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So like, it's being fair about the
Right.
thing, so that like we not just because you make less, that don't mean you got to run around broke. And I'm like, woo, I got some my money.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
how do you
Because
like?
Exactly.
if
But
it's us, it should be us. Like we should
Mm-hmm,
we should all be winning. You know.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
exactly.
It's exactly what it should look
You
like.
shouldn't be in a relationship. You the only one winning, and everybody else lose, and I'm losing.
Right,
Now
right.
you walking around. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Bitch, I'm
Mm-hmm,
broke. What the fuck you mean?
right.
What's wrong with me? Yeah.
And that's why I think
And
people.
then all you got to do is tell me about this head image.
I think that we get it messed up because we don't understand or respect relationship, right? And what relationship really means and what it looks like when it's healthy. Because even I look at this same dynamic with me and my children, and we live in the same house. Everybody's grown. And when we moved there, I was like, I don't want to be in a position of mama, right? I want to be in a position of like roommates, right? But we can't and the girls will say, but we can't dismiss the fact that you still are mama.
Exactly.
So I'm still gonna treat
Exactly.
you like my mama, and you still get the master bedroom, and you know what I'm saying? Like there's
Right,
certain
right,
dynamics, right? And
right.
then when you come to finances, right? Again, I still make most of the money.
Uh-huh.
So at first we was like, okay, we're gonna split it down, blah 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 blah. But I got one that just got out of high school. She ain't she don't know what the real world is like yet, right?
Yep.
And so she learning how to get out there and work. And these other two, they finally have themselves established because they're 25, 26 years old. And so, but still trying to figure stuff out. So we like, look, mama, we can't pay our equal portion of the rent. Let's make a deal. Cool. I'll pay the rent. Y'all take care of everything else.
Makes sense. Yep.
That's fair.
Makes sense.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Right. And it helps me with my poverty mindset, anxiety that I'm always fighting, that the rent gonna be paid.
Exactly.
Right?
Keep a roof over your head and keep the wheels spinning. Yep.
Right. But if the rent, I know the rent gonna be paid, no problem.
Yep.
Right. And we decided, and this just being grown people. Every week we sit down and have a meeting. What's been paid, what ain't been paid. We make an announcement in our group chat. Hey, rent been paid. Hey, storage been paid. Hey, refrigerator got paid. Light bill is this much. I paid this much on this. Like we communicating, right? And so that's a skill that I've taught my children now and how to manage a household and be communicative, right?
Right.
And all that. So why we not doing that as couples? Why we not doing that as mates? Why we not sitting down and saying, hey, okay, how you feel about, contributing or not contributing, and and hopefully you can make a match with someone who thinks the same like you do. And that's part of dating anyway, to figure that stuff out.
Exactly.
Have the conversations, right? I know my man willing to pay 100, but I also know his financial situation and I know mine, right? If we ever end up in the same household together, he know I'm gonna contribute, period. That's all there is to it.
Right.
Even if you want to pay 100, I'm still contributing something.
Exactly.
You want to pay for, like I said, you want to pay for vacations? Let's go. What you want to do?
Right. Right. It got to be a team effort. It
got to be a team effort. There ain't no other 50,000 ways about it. Who else did I see on here? Fred, I'm gonna give Fred some props right now. Fred be finding fire videos. You be doing a darn thing, Fred.
What's up, Fred? What's up?
Let me see this one.
I love research and development.
That's his job, research and development. Let me see. Did I do this one? I did that one.
You wouldn't do a 50-50 relationship? I'm willing to stay single until I can support myself 100% and have a shorty move into my...
You gonna feel me go half on the bills with her, right?
No.
You're bugging.
If I'm already paying all the bills by myself, why would I move a shorty in and tell her she got to pay half?
So you can save money.
Bro, I'm not about to bring no girl inside my house and she think I'm paying all the bills. That's not happening. She's gonna go to sleep knowing that she don't gotta pay no bills, and I gotta go to sleep early, and I gotta wake up early and work.
Very true. Very true.
That pissed me off.
Why?
It pissed me off because
why
because like Brian said, it was all about the money.
Mm-hmm.
It was all about the money.
Yeah.
And I respected old boy. It was like, okay, well, I'm gonna, I'm already paying 100%. I'm gonna continue to be a grown man, pay 100%, and I'm gonna move her in or whatever the case may be. But I don't like his end again because it does not consider what she might want or what she might like or what works for her or whatever. We still not talking about having a conversation about what works for us versus, oh no, I'm a man, I'm gonna pay 100%, right? And then this just came to me. And then what happens when you don't have a job or something happens?
Exactly.
What happens in a crisis?
And then you go from being a man and you fail to a failure. You know what I'm saying? You just go to being a failure because men that have that mentality, and what he said, I'm gonna get all my shit together, and I could pay in the shorty movie and blah blah blah. Something go wrong with his shit, I can guarantee you he'd have brag to all his friends. I pay 100% of everything up at my house. My wife and my old lady don't have to do shit, and so on and so forth. Then when his ass can't, them same people gonna be like, damn, nigga, what happened? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You out here begging on the street for money but your old lady working. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because you created that environment,
that's
she
right.
agreed to it.
Uh-huh.
Now this is what you got.
Exactly.
These people then forgot about the adversity and the fight to have something. You know what I mean? To have a thing. And because they don't, well, it's like, oh, I got it now. But that's that spend money mentality and thing. You know what I mean? That's that spend money mentality. Everybody want to be a boss. We can't all be like Rick
We all
Ross.
can't. Yes, somebody got to work. Like, come on, man. And I wonder the mentality of those folks if something does happen. Like you said, you done taught her now that she don't have to pay nothing. So of course she gonna have some feelings if she got to start contributing now, or even paying everything until you get on your feet.
Exactly.
Right. And if a broke ass nigga, if somebody don't pay 100% is a broke ass whatever nigga, right? What does that make you when you lose your job?
Exactly. Or when you lose that relationship. Because these cats keep forgetting about alimony is expensive motherfucker. Because it's child support is one thing. It's your children. No matter what it is, and I think sometimes it's inflated, but at the same time, you can kind of like, damn man, it's fucking child support, but that's my babies.
But that's still my babies, right?
Alimony though, that's grown ass, that's a grown ass woman, and you'll just keep paying and paying. And trust me, I know it because I'm currently watching it happen to somebody that we know and love. We don't be throwing no names out there.
We don't put names out there, but
100% took care of this woman from day one. Now the relationship is over. Can't get rid of it. Exactly. Cannot get out of it. Can't get out of it. Stuck right there because if he pull that money out, then she has nothing. They have kids. Then the kids suffer. So now it's like, I gotta. Now I can't really move on with my life the way I want to.
Yeah.
I have to maintain a broken relationship because I was doing 100%. And like I say, it sounds good. It looks good. But the relationship itself is not a 100% guarantee. The same way we raise our children to go on and be independent, it's the same way you should be as a goddamn adult in a damn relationship. You shouldn't come into a relationship and say, I want child privileges, but adult freedoms. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to go and do whatever I want to. Wait, where's my goddamn applause?
It's okay.
Damn it.
That's right.
And give it a horn. Shit. Because that was good. Shit. But right, I want to be able to do what I want to do with my money. That's like, when Jaden got it, his first little job, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna help. No, you're not. This is your first job. You 16. Exactly. That's when you can do that. But as an adult, if Jaden was 23 and still living at home and working, $80.
That's right.
I'm not gonna break you because I need you to have enough money so you could do your thing. But at the same time, you can't be an adult, live at home for free.
You can't.
This shit just don't make no sense. And then a couple? Oh, please.
Oh, Fred having some issues.
Damn, man. Fred.
I think it's internet tripping.
I'm telling you, he need to get that Verizon.
Verizon? Yes, it's Verizon. And I have that same thing. Like I said, even with baby girl and all that, she was struggling with, anxiety and, and just getting out into, being an adult,
right,
and stuff. And so when she couldn't find no job or wasn't making enough effort to find a job and all that, I'm like, I'm gonna pay you $100 a week. I'm gonna need you to do the social media. You know what I'm saying? Because your mama an entrepreneur. So you gonna
Right.
work for me, but you gonna really work for me. This ain't no be no devil.
Right.
I'm gonna pay you a little bit here and there. No. Every week,
Yeah.
here's the requirements. And like this a job. Right now, I'm your boss, and I'm gonna need you to have this thing done. But I did that so that she could have some money to contribute to the household.
Right.
Now, for her, it didn't make sense because it was
Right.
coming out of the same pot. But this is the responsibility. You know, you gonna have money to spend on what you want to spend it on. You are doing a job for me, so I'm getting my benefit. Like social media done. I ain't got to worry about doing that. You just save me some time. Thank you very much. Right?
Yeah.
And you continue to do that and do it better and better. I increase your pay, but I'm gonna need you to pay half of that darn refrigerator bill every 2 weeks. Right?
Yep.
Help your sister with these bills and all that. And it is teaching responsibility. And she actually is happy because before she felt like a freeloader. You know what I'm saying? She did.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
we teach
I mean,
them, you got to work. You need to be contributing.
Exactly. Yep.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's a scientific fact. People feel euphoric when they pay their bills. We complain that we broke afterwards, but
Yeah.
that shit off your chest. Yeah, shit
But
off your
once
chest.
it's
For the
done,
next 30 days. Yeah.
I know I can eat, or I know I can have a place to live. I know that refrigerator gonna still be there. Whatever it is, I know I got that for at least this period of time that I paid for it.
Telling you, cardboard box of living ain't the shit. You know?
It's not. I don't want to try it. I don't want to try it.
It ain't.
You know, I mean, I've lived couch to couch before, but not, and mostly my mama couch. But that was only 6 months at a time because that's about as much as I can handle her. Gotta go. Just about that fork, and I gotta go. Oh, have mercy. What else we got? I think, no, that was a simping dude.
As a woman, you're still basically wanting to go 50-50. Why is that? I think part of that is because it's ingrained in us to not need someone. It's also ingrained in us to be independent. It's ingrained in us to be self-sufficient on every level, and to always prove a point of I'm not trying to use you. So I'm always trying to show up too, but that's because we're constantly told if somebody's constantly giving to us, you gonna come across, you a gold digger. You asking to pay for dinner right now, she a gold digger, she ain't about to use my money, it's dinner. It's $55. You feel me? So I think a lot of that is this foundation of what we've been taught we have to show up as.
I do agree with that. I think that there also is a small percentage of women who enjoy paying 50-50, right? And they don't feel like they were conditioned to do it or anything like that.
Oh, and that was that show I was talking about when I was trying to remember the name of the show.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I guess some women do get, called gold diggers and
I am, but I'm telling you, as a woman,
I get it. I get what's
fully conscious and aware of that all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I guess I don't know. I saw the clip, but I thought I was like, chill. I could feel that personally.
Right.
Always like, I'm not. You ain't got to do nothing. I got that part. I got I wouldn't. I've had a few times where dudes wanted to pay my bills, but I refused it because for me it came with a
like this. Right.
What you want from me to be able to let you pay my bills? Like, I'm not about to be at your disposal because you want me to pay. You want to pay my bill? It come with something, right? Yeah. So I'm always like, no. That ain't what this is, right?
Right.
But
from a dating aspect, I get it. From a dating aspect, I get it. From a relationship aspect, no, I don't get it. Because we if we under the same roof, then this our roof, this our responsibility to take care. But from a dating aspect, I 100% I agree with the sister. And especially that vibe, like I gotta do it. That whole independent piece. If y'all in separate households, yes. You know what I mean? Like you don't. Nobody wants to feel like that.
Right.
But I'm with it. I'm with what she was saying, but only from a dating aspect.
So let's think about the dating aspect. Then go there because we can't get to the relationship and get into the house until we get past the dating aspect.
Right.
And
that's
so I
conversation
think the
and communication.
that's what we're having now is that to get to that part, like there's all this dissension between, you know, what I pay for,
Right.
what I don't pay for, and all that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
I don't
And
care about paying 50-50 at a meal either.
right.
However,
Mhm.
I am very impressed, and thank you very much, sir, for somebody who do. When I say I'm willing to
Yeah,
pay, but they still
I
pay,
don't know
I'm still
nobody that
cool.
ever did that. I don't know no man personally that would take a woman on a date and then say we're going
And then
Dutch,
say,
we're gonna
right.
split this. You know
Dutch.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
especially if I invited you out, and even if you invited me out,
Yeah.
and I got it, and I'm an offer. You know, and I'm an offer. I'm even gonna, you know, debate with you a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not a flex. It's it's just respect. Even if even if this relationship is gonna go nowhere, you didn't beat me, and you know what I'm saying, like
Right.
nothing negative happened. So of
Right.
course I'm a offer. You know what I mean? But but to get to that point though, from the dating piece, yeah, there has to be a conversation. There has to be that, and I don't know why people don't have that that conversation. And I get the assumption that, you know, you're trying to use, you know, she's gonna use you for your money. And now I've heard brothers say it. But I laugh because I'm like, nigga, you ain't got no money like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know you're a regular dude.
Yeah.
You got a regular job. You make
You
it
got regular money.
Yeah, you're not broke, but if
But
somebody
you're regular.
stole $20 out
Right.
your account, you
He'd be a problem.
know what I'm saying? And they ain't getting 100,000. You ain't got that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I think that's where the communication piece is important, because people talk about sex, but what you like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, how you like to run your bills. I believe in 50-50, and dudes tend to go with that Luther Vandross bullshit. Like, oh, I'm gonna cover everything. No, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm gonna take care of you. And that's shit just ain't true, because again, she working at Walmart, you working at Lowe's. You know what I'm saying? It's not you don't have I'm gonna take care of everything money. Not in the 2025. Rent is $10,000 a month. You know what I mean? So you ain't gonna do that, especially if either one of y'all coming with a package. You know what I mean? You got kids. Now everything is even more expensive. So
More expensive. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's weird because back in the day, people moved in together to save money.
Right.
That was the whole purpose
That was the whole point.
Moving in together. You paying 100% of your bill. I'm paying 100% of bills. Let's move in together. You know, I'll move in with you. Hell, we go find a whole nother apartment. And we can split that. And now we both got money in our pocket instead of having $100 once you're done. Now we both got 500. You know, and we can go do some shit together.
Right.
It's weird. I wish I could like narrow when did all of that change? No, you know what? I can narrow it.
What?
When men started saying, and yes, I'm blaming the men on this one. When all these little dudes started saying, I want a traditional woman. And none of them what a traditional woman is. They have no I talked to so many brothers in their 20s and all of this, and I asked them, I'll be like, what's a traditional one? She gotta cook, and no, it's way more than that, bro.
Yeah.
Can you cook? Yeah, then what you need a woman for? You can cook your own food.
Right.
A traditional woman is a woman that takes care of the stuff that you can't take care of. And you give her that respect because she handling the stuff that you can't go to work, come home, cook, do all of you can, but at the end of the day, you're done. If you're not working remote, You spend an hour driving to work. You spend 8 hours at work. You spend 2
Mm-hmm.
hours getting home because depending on where you live, if you live in like Brian, if you live in Virginia and you driving from DC, it's gonna take you 2.5 hours to get home. By the time you get home, all you want to do is go home and go to bed.
Yeah.
That traditional woman is at home handling all the other BS that you can. And then they claiming to be traditional men. They have no idea what a traditional man is.
That makes sense.
If you ask them, they're gonna give you some BS thing that don't make no sense. No, I grew up in a house with a traditional man. I know what a traditional man look like. Okay. They got traditional men out here today. You know, y'all not traditional men. You just want you know, she gotta be submissive. No.
And they don't even know what that means.
Look, that's what I was about to say. Most of them ain't even sure exactly what they.
They don't. You know, I don't want to come into America wife. I don't want to walk up and be like, "What you want to do? Whatever you like." You know, I don't want
whatever you like.
Greet you at the door with a martini and shit.
I like what you like.
You know, and then they get on here. And this goes way back to the very first podcast when Brian said that social media was just ruining everybody because everybody.
This show,
we
though.
Have a podcast. We have a podcast. But there are some people who don't need a microphone in front of their face because you talk based on BS that you heard. Or that some rapper quoted in a song, and now that's like your life motto, you know. And you got men that say dumb shit, you got women that say, but yeah, the men did that. I blame them. All them dudes that started hollering about I want a traditional woman, and they don't know what a traditional woman is because they went on YouTube and they saw some woman from freaking Japan serving her man. That's some stuff that they've been doing forever. And trust me, the men don't treat them like shit. Okay.
Right.
So,
I mean, they might though.
They might.
They might. Yeah, they got some.
Yeah, because that dynamic exists in a lot of places in space. But again, it's about the value that we put on cash, right?
Right.
Which again, I'm gonna keep saying it, is a white people thing. Because we have values and all the other things and family and time and you know the like community, all of that was our value system and all that. Like we grew up in spaces and places where you know if this house didn't have enough to eat, then they came to over this house, or you brought them you know some food over there because you know they didn't have enough or whatever. Like that's community.
And shit, I remember rent parties, you know, and usually the person giving the rent party wasn't usually the person hosting the rent party was not the person that needed
the person that needed it.
Yeah, somebody else did that for you. You know what I mean? So it's a Caucasian Americanized mentality because we didn't, you know, our race of people. And race is social construct. People don't forget that. But our race of people, we came up without. So the things that were important was not monetary. It was not. It was community. Community was a big deal. And if Johnny worked and Louise was at home, there was never that I'm above you mentality. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of these younger cats, when they say stuff like they want a traditional wife, that's some shit they heard Kevin Samuel say. You know what I mean? They have no real imagery because their image of submission probably came from a rap video where some woman was down on her knees giving the dude a BJ and shit. They think it's that. You know what I mean? They think it's that, and that balling out of control shit.
Do what I say.
Right. And because they want and again, like even with those men, it's that adult freedoms, child privileges. You know, it's like I work every day, so I'm going to do donuts in my Hellcat with my friends for the rest of the night. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And my
Right.
expectation is that you're going to be here and not cheat, not do this, that, and the other.
Mhm.
They don't, because if they watch shows like Good Times or freaking, I mean, shit, even All in the Family, it didn't work.
No.
And
No,
she ran
she
that
didn't.
goddamn house. You know that.
Yes, she
You
did.
know what I mean? And Louise, damn for sure didn't work. She
Right.
worked at the help center. She
did. Yeah, she
volunteered
went
right
to the help
at the
center.
help
She
center.
volunteered.
Yeah, she did work at that
But
house.
George wasn't coming up in there running shit. You know
He
what I'm
better not
saying?
either.
You know what I
You
mean?
know, and he was
you know,
loud and ignorant. But guess what?
and we do need right. Exactly. But when she put her foot down, she put her foot down. You know, which
That's all
was
it
one of the
was.
reasons why she left that show. That'll make for a good another show. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
cool.
That imagery. Yeah,
All
that
right.
imagery they place on, and we got black and white examples of it because that's why she
Right.
left. But yeah, but I think when they think submissive, they think in actual like porn submissive.
Yeah, like
You know
yeah,
what I'm
no.
saying?
That's just for the
Actual
bedroom, baby.
porn
That's just for the
submissive. Yeah,
bedroom. It's just for the
yeah.
bedroom. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's submission that's for the bedroom. You know,
Mhm.
and I think there's a lack of there's still a lack of a respect level for men who do 100% as well.
Oh yeah.
Because there are
Yeah.
what I see is, and I think that's part of the disparity here too, is that women who do have men that pay 100%, they want them to do way too much. It's
Right.
like still come in here and help me with all the household duties, not just do a little something, like do all of the stuff and pay 100%. Or I'm not.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If my man, and I'm sorry because y'all my brothers, and I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Okay, we grown. If my man is taking care of 100% of bills and bringing it home, and we got all the things that we need, right? And he respected me, all the great stuff. There is when he hit the door, drop your drawers. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, because I see. Look how you look. I just don't
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
appreciate. They don't appreciate when you do have a man who is doing all the good things, right?
Mhm.
And then it's suddenly like, because I ain't sleeping with him, or I'm not gonna do this, or I'm not gonna do that, or whatever. Now, of course, if there's conditions, and even with those condition things, let's sit down and talk about this is why. This is why I'm having some emotional issues right now, or I'm having some physical issues right now, or whatever, and all that. And that don't mean like if you can't do the deed, then what can you do to help a brother
Right.
out, right? Because
Right.
he is taking care of all of the things, right? And for me, that's an expression of love. That's a culmination. The act of sex is a culmination of your bond and your
Right.
togetherness and your love,
Right.
or whatever.
Mhm.
And so why would you not? Why would you not? Right?
Yeah. But that come back to what you said before about that masculine, about women living in this masculine energy. And you want me to do everything. You want me to pay the bills. You want me to come in and help you with everything else and not be broke. I should be able to meet all that criteria. And if I make $30 an hour and you make 45, now you don't respect me, even though I'm doing everything that you asked.
Right.
I still make $15 more than you, bro. What you mean? You
see?
No.
There's
Take
too
care
much.
of
There's
yourself
too much power given to the money.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 100% surrounded by the money. Tyler Perry.
Money.
That's y'all boy. Y'all boy. You know what I'm saying? Though if you look at the family that prays, that woman treated old boy with the bald head because you just work construction.
Yeah.
You ain't shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going out here and get with this white man. The white dude treated her like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He slapped the shit out of her too. Nobody put their hands on nobody.
Don't put your hands on women. Don't put your hands on nobody.
Very satisfying moment. Very fucking satisfying moment. It's rare.
Just like I said earlier, that movie is a perfect example. He was that 1%.
Yep.
That she went and got, even though he was married.
Right.
When
Right.
Mama said, when his mama said, you don't leave him, you make his
Right.
ass suffer. When he had to make a choice, he chose his old lady.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He was like, yeah, you was cool. We slept together. I gave you a little money. Like you said, the hush money. I gave you some hush money to keep yourself quiet. But you thought you had something. You thought you had a seat at the table.
Don't believe the hype.
Never had a seat at the table.
Out here selling out like Steve Harvey. You got the seat at the table.
And then the dude that just worked construction wouldn't start his own damn company. And now he don't want nothing to do with you.
Right, because you couldn't stand there by him when it was needed. You know what I'm saying? But that brings me in the opposite direction of, y'all see acrimony?
That's a good one.
Now that's the opposite. That's the flip side, because she held him down so hard for so long,
right?
And finally got tired before his big break.
But
okay.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
Because it was
she
right
did.
before his big break.
Yeah. I just want to know how the hell. I got a question though. How the hell Taraji got on that boat? How in the hell?
I don't know how the hell
boat? She just appeared on the fucking boat.
Bro.
Start axing motherfuckers up and shit. That's I'm gonna rewatch that shit.
But when you done lost your mind, you do crazy stuff.
Yeah, you can levitate, walk on water like Jesus.
And even for that was even because he still recognized the fact that she held him down. He did.
Yeah.
He cut her a check, and it was significant. It wasn't no.
It wasn't chump change.
He's like, I'm sorry this went down like this, but you held it down for me. You deserve this right here.
Right.
But she was so fucked up about the situation that she couldn't take. I'd
have took the check.
I'd have took the check. Take that check and live your life.
Right, because that's where I would have been at too. Like, wasn't it like $8 million or something?
Yeah, it was millions. It was millions.
Money.
With an S.
Man,
he didn't give her just much money. He gave
offered me $8 to let some shit go. I'm letting it go.
Right. Right.
Give me that $8.
But you know what? That's why your boy, Dr. Omar, when he's talking about that's how the snow bunnies get us. Because they'll wait on that potential. White woman would have never left that man. She would have rolled it out to his big invention page.
I don't know, because remember that he was like buku broke. You know, his struggle.
And it was years of being broke.
Yeah.
Like years.
And what that nigga was making a battery? It was a battery.
He was making some kind of battery that.
I'm gonna make battery.
It was an important battery.
The snow bunny would have saw the potential. She would have waited, and then right now he could be cheating left and right. She gonna be at home spinning
with that martini. I want to do what you want to do.
Whichever you like. On that note, we're gonna take a Black History break, because it's Black History 365 around here and all that. So I found a little video clip for that.
The Confederacy was so cocky, they let a Black woman walk right into their White House, and she played them. Meet Mary Bowser, the spy who finessed Jefferson Davis and helped end the Civil War. Mary Bowser was born into slavery in Virginia, but she didn't stay there because the family that owned her secretly freed her. And then they sent her to the North to get an education. But Mary wasn't just smart, she was strategic. When the Civil War broke out, she pulled the ultimate power move. She went back to the South. She pretended to be enslaved again and got herself a job inside the Confederate White House. Now, here's where it gets wild. The Confederates assumed that she was illiterate, so they were openly discussing war strategies and things like that in front of her. And they also left classified documents laying around. But Mary, she had a photographic memory. She soaked up all the details and passed it on to Union spies. And that helped crush the Confederate war effort from the inside. Jefferson Davis eventually realized that somebody was leaking info, but guess what? He never suspected the harmless Black woman working in his home. Mary Bowser ran circles around that man, and after the war, she vanished. The U.S. government erased her records to protect her. but her impact was beyond legendary. So, why is this not in every history book? This woman outsmarted the entire Confederacy, and it's time we give her flowers. Say her name, Mary Bowser.
Mary Bowser. That's tight.
Mary Bowser. Snuck
But
up on
know
me.
that.
No.
yeah, I never heard that before.
Me either. That's why I wanted to put it on. I was like, man, that's good. Y'all go follow that page because she got some good stuff on her page too.
Yeah. Wait, she only on TikTok? I don't have TikTok.
I'm sure she have other things. I'm gonna have to check it out
I'm
and see or whatever. But I start following her and all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's good stuff. Y'all remember
No,
that out there?
That's not. Yeah, that's not in the history book because nobody wanted
Well, it ain't gonna be in
that
this.
a black woman
Exactly.
They can't give us credit for ending the Civil War. They have to rewrite all the history books.
All of it.
Well, they currently are rewriting all the history books.
They are.
Yep.
They are.
They're rewriting them with an eraser. Yeah.
That's why we gotta dig for ourselves, and we gotta put our own information out there and spread the word on the things that the people don't know. That's what we gotta do.
Exactly.
All right, here go a commercial break. I'm choosing empowerment. Hey, cycle breakers. I'm Chanel Baptiste, your favorite no bullshit therapist and mental wealth coach, and founder of Choosing Empowerment. As barrier breakers, our core values are founded in the power of choice and the power of healthy relationships. We are dedicated to our mission to provide access to mental health services for marginalized and disenfranchised communities. Our primary communities that we serve are Black, people of color, foster and adopted, LGBTQIA, and formerly incarcerated communities. We fully understand the internal and external barriers facing our communities that prevent them from seeking care. We realize that one of our greatest assets and tools is connection. Therefore, we connect to our communities by letting them know that we see them, we hear them, we understand them, because we are them. We seek to educate and inform so that our communities are aware that it's okay not to be okay. But here at the Cycle Breaker Village, it's a safe place for healing. So you don't have to stay that way. If you're interested in learning more, feel free to reach out to us at nobs@choosingempowerment.com. We break barriers so you can break cycles. Yeah, we do. Absolutely.
I like that connection thing. That connection. Goddamn song smooth as shit in the background. Though.
I know. I want that for a ringtone.
All right, I got
call me all day.
some how-to, some solutions. So like, since we all believe the same thing, right? What's the best way to set that thing up if you got people, everybody contributing?
Conversation, man. Talk to one another. Sit down with each other, have that particular conversation along with the rest of the conversations. Don't have to be that deep, but it has to be that thorough. You know what I mean? Let that other person, if it's a guy, if it's a girl, whatever, let them know where you stand mentally on that, because it's not just a money. The stuff we see on social media is money driven. But with real people, sometimes it's not money driven. It is that, I feel like I got to take care of everything, kind of thing. Like especially if it's a lady and you're moving into her environment, then she already has that feeling like, this is, my house. I maintain it. I got to make sure that it's straight. And if she's open to 50-50, she's open to 50-50, and which I'm sure she would if it's an actual need there. Make her feel comfortable. It's like, I'm not trying to take nothing from you. I'm just trying to add to. I'm here. Yep. I'm here with you. So I'm not going to allow, I don't want you to have to carry the whole burden on yourself. You know what I mean? Because I'm creating bills. Obviously I'm using lights you wouldn't use, running water you wouldn't use, eating food you wouldn't eat. You know what I mean? So the conversation, that communication piece, I think will avoid a lot of the drama in the past. And lastly, but not leastly, get off that bullshit like it's just a money thing. Like, men need to get off the shit. Like, I am handling my business, when I'm doing that. Granted, you are. You handling your business. And if it was 50-50, you'd be handling your business then too. But unless you're actually in that kind of financial situation where you can actually do that successfully, and you're in that kind of relationship that's actually going to be that forever relationship, no matter what we go through, we going to work it out. You know what I'm saying? Because the strength of relationships does not come from a perfect relationship. It comes from relationships that have been through some shit and made it out of that shit. So those are the strong relationships. God damn it. My damn applause button. Give more. All right. So
we're going to get better at this, y'all. I promise.
I know, man. That's a lot of damn buttons.
But guess what? We add something every week.
Right. Yeah. Y'all people's eyes. It gets better and better.
We're growing.
But have the conversation, understand where both of y'all are at mentally, financially, and emotionally in that relationship. And I think that's the best bet. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of that what Brian just said, yeah. And I mean, to put something on top of that, don't come into the relationship with, unrealistic expectations. Like, don't if you're a person that's okay, yeah, let's do 50-50, bring that up. Even if you think, oh, she might not want to do that, or he might not want to do that, because I'm not going to say it's just women. Sometimes it's men, and if that's something that you don't want to do, say it ahead of time. Don't get so deep into the relationship and then you going along with something, knowing that's something that you don't want to do. Say that ahead of time. Maybe it is the relationship. Maybe it don't. Maybe y'all just, okay, you don't want to do 50-50, fine. We'll just continue to live separately. That way you're responsible for your own stuff. I'm responsible for my own stuff. Things like that. Because, again, communication, that is one big thing. I mean, that's not one big thing. It is the one big thing. We don't talk enough. People don't conversate enough about what's on their mind. If it's something you don't like, I'd rather you tell me you don't like something than to wait 6 months down the line and now you all super pissed off and now you telling me, oh, I hate that. How long you felt like that? 6 months ago. Why you didn't tell me 6 months ago? Why you wait until we in this heated freaking battle royale for you to tell me now how you feel? I don't know how to fix it 6 months from now. We already 6 months into this. So I mean, just in a nutshell, if it's something you want to do, say it. If they don't want to do it, then y'all got a choice to make. Don't be scared to lose something. Sometimes you got to stand on business.
Absolutely. And I will also add to that, all of that, is keep your mind open. Keep your mind open, because you might think one way now, but where did you get that information from? What was your source, and why do you think that way? Like we talked before about, do you know the definition of the things that you're talking about? Do you know what that looks like? Because it sounds good, it sounds great. He gonna pay all my bills, girl, and all that. What is gonna cost you? What is his requirement for you to pay, for him to pay all them bills, right? And all that. And talk about like what equal partnership looks like for y'all, right? And talk about the how. Even once you make that decision, sit down and talk about the how. What does that look like? Does that look like we got one bank account that's together and I got mine and you got yours, and we pour all the middle in for the bills, and then what's in my account is mine and your account is yours? Or like we said before, if it's I'm gonna pay 100%, okay, and what you gonna do with your money? Are you gonna pay for the vacations? Or you gonna pay for the little household things like the detergent or whatever it is? Like, be specific so that everybody knows what it's supposed to look like. Just having roommates and even dealing with my kids, I've noticed, like, you got to have the conversations. You got to say, okay, this is your responsibility. I'm never going to let us run out of toilet paper because I hated running out of toilet paper as a kid. So I stock up on the toilet paper. Okay.
Yep.
During COVID, you know who wasn't fighting for toilet paper? Me.
She, hell yeah. We
I
had
was
plenty.
with you. Okay?
Nobody thought to buy toilet paper from Lowe's.
You see?
You know?
And
Nobody
that's
thinks
how I
toilet
buy
paper
mine.
in Lowe's. Yep.
Right.
We're
You
getting that
know,
shit
I
in
used to
bulk.
buy all my toilet paper from Sam's way ahead of time. But
Mhm.
now we at the Costco because we don't mix the same.
Right.
So, but now,
That's
like,
right. We don't do
and my
Sam.
kids tease me all the time because the big pack, if we down to one big pack, like the whole big pack, then we basically out of toilet paper. We need an extra pack because
Right.
I hate running out of stuff. Okay, but you learn things from poverty and the struggle, so we don't run out of stuff. And I was happy during COVID because I had to worry about it. You know,
Yep.
and just a secret to all of y'all that was fighting for toilet paper, you could have used soap and water if you use towels, because I know white people don't use washcloths. So anyway, that's the benefits of washcloths. You know, soap and water, wipe it up.
You know white people. How you know white people don't use washcloths?
You ain't been paying attention to social media.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah,
They
they've
interviewing
said it.
people.
They've said that.
And then
They
let the water
hand
run down
wash.
to their legs.
Yep.
They don't be washing down there. They use their hand and they use the soap and like they do
Yep.
on the commercials.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. If you watch
Okay.
I
commercials, they
assumed
just doing
when I
this with
watched the
some soap and
commercial
shit.
that they was doing they wasn't using no
Okay.
washcloths because they was focusing on the soap in the commercial. They ain't
Yep.
want to take away from coming to find out that was how they do it for real.
Stinky hand ass. Ass. Hands smell like booty.
Yeah, booty hand.
Booty hands.
Stop. Don't have booty hand. That's the point of that segment. Don't have booty. Oh goodness. So I think we wrapped that up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was good. So any final thoughts before we roll out?
Nah, that's it, man. Y'all talk about y'all little 50-50 lives and get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
That's what we want you to do. Good deal.
Don't sleep on 50-50.
Don't sleep on 50-50, y'all.
Because Donald Trump gonna have all y'all living together here pretty soon.
Hell, do 90-10. Something like just negotiate, man.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
ain't
you
an
can
all or
work that,
nothing situation.
you can work that shit out.
You can work that out.
It's
60-40, 70-30.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
all
I
these
just
younger
want
people
to
that
get
lost their jobs, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know you gotta figure it out.
right.
You gotta
Yeah.
figure it out. And we don't know who's next. So I'm need y'all to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to stick together in order to survive this
Tell
bullshit.
you now, all them
What's
people
that,
that
Fred?
just got fired from the IRS looking to do 50-50.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
guarantee you that.
Yep. 50-50 in food stamps. So
Renegotiate.
Yep.
You know, until he started stacking the food stamps, he been trying to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, they talking about it too.
Be careful, be safe out there, people. In the meantime, y'all come see us next week at 7:00. We're talking about hope next week.
That goddamn hope.
Damn hope.
Oh.
Make sure you follow us.
Oh, I got a good
choose
question for
empowerment.
y'all out there too.
Oh, you got a question for him?
But now or with the hope?
Now or for hope?
Oh, next week.
Oh,
Well, next
okay.
week,
Ah,
we
with
gonna
the
share
hope.
this right now.
With the hope.
I was
The one
gonna
I
end
asked
it.
you, the one I hit y'all with yesterday.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That same
It's
question
gonna
I
be
hit
good.
y'all with yesterday.
All right.
You know.
Don't reveal it. Don't reveal it.
Don't reveal it. Don't reveal it. You know
Oh
what I'm
no,
saying?
no. Cliffhanger. You'll see that on season 2.
So Fred, get your part. You like saying that the follow thing.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to like, follow. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. It helps the algorithm so that we can better serve you guys. Y'all have any comments at all? We do check our comments. Please leave
And
a
we do
comment.
reply. Goddamn it. We reply.
Good or bad. If you agree or disagree. Okay, we don't screen our comments. We want all the smoke.
Bring the smoke. We down for the smoke. You know what I'm saying? So follow Choosing Empowerment on all the platforms. And what else? Oh, and we got groups, right? There's Cycle Breaking Black Men, Cycle Breaking Black Women, the Cycle Breaker Village. There's some more, but that's the 3 that's working right now. That we pumping up. So like get in there, have conversation, create community. Let's talk about all the things and all the good stuff. Word. All right.
Right.
Fuck That Bullshit Podcast is out. We can roll
out of here.
See y'all. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace out.